Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Pillai Center YouTube, Pillai Center Practice YouTube, and it is Powertime Practice here on Saturday, July 16th, 2022. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. Today, we are going to be sharing about a very special time of the year where we can honor our ancestors. This is the month of Aadi. It is also when the sun is transiting a new sign in the zodiac. And the zodiac is the birth chart in which we are aligned with the cosmic celestial events, if you will. As we're revolving around the sun, so are the rest of the planets in their own orbits. So we're communicating with those beings who, like us here on the earth plane, we're human beings, we're being something or another. We have all kinds of human emotions and human experiences, although we are spiritual beings who need to get realized. And so the planets help us by delivering the karmas, meaning our thoughts, how we are communing or communicating with these celestial realms. So Dr. Pillai has shared with us power times or time shaktis. The energy of time is associated with the movement of the planets, the movement of the divine beings, just like CEOs are overlords of managers and supervisors and so on in a company. We have overlords, which are these shiny beings or devas or devatas, and devis, and that means shiny beings. So we are trying to find out how to shine like the beings who are in the non-physical realms, who have more intelligence because they have gotten rid of their karmas that are keeping them here on the earth plane. So we can connect with these beings and they can guide us. So every month, mid-month to mid-month, the sun that represents our soul, it also represents the father or spiritual father or father figures or authority in life. It also represents our health, our intelligence, our well-being. It represents our energy. It represents the ability to grow or to produce something, to create. Without the sun, where would we be? We wouldn't have any creation here on the earth plane or other planes as well. So the sun that represents our soul is trying to beam into our beings, this physical, mental, emotional, astral body, energy bodies that we have. We have so many different layers to our being human, that the sun, as we're going around the sun here on the earth plane, third rock from the sun, we are getting the intelligence. So we're solar beings. So it makes sense that we would call it the soul inside of us. So we want to shine through this physical, mental, emotional mosh pit, if you will, that we came to this earth plane to experience a gravitational pull and keep us here on the earth plane, and then experience communing with these celestial beings, these divine beings, these cosmic beings. So as it is above, so it is here on the earth plane and on other planes as well. And we keep one foot on the earth, and then we can step into our spiritual realm at the same time, and then come back, bringing that intelligence, bringing that energy. Health is also something that the sun wants us to make sure that we take care of. So as it's transiting today, in fact, in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, it is transiting the fourth sign of the zodiac, and that is the natural sign is Cancer. So Cancer, the fourth house, the fourth sign, represents anything to do with nurturing yourself. So mothering is something that may come to your attention. Your thoughts might be pumping in, whether your mother is here on the earth plane or on other planes in heavenly realms, meaning she's no more here. Then you can commune with her really easily. And maybe you will have dreams, or you will have experiences where you have healings that you never we're able to have, because as her soul is evolving here on the earth plane, if she's not passed away, she's still alive, her soul is getting beamed in by the sun, illuminating the fourth house, the sign of Cancer. And that's all about the emotions as well. So we might be a little bit emotional, teary-eyed, or heartfelt. Anything we do, we could all of a sudden be crying, bursting into tears. So the sun is going to bring that awareness into our thoughts. And then we also can think about what we want to manifest, to nurture ourselves, to comfort ourselves. So that can be things like, maybe you want to buy a new car, or you want to replace your old one with a used car, or it's new to you. Maybe you want to think about buying property, or a home or house or a condo somewhere new that you could live in. And, have you could even move to a new place. As Dr. Pillai has shared, when you change your space, you change your karma. So you could change things around in your current space that you're living in, or also your workspace. That could give you different ideas and different thoughts coming in, because you're shifting the energy. So you could also move to a new city, or a new part of the city, or move to a new country even. That will change your karma altogether, because there will be a new culture, new traditions, new experiences. So then you're challenging your old way of being. So there's the fourth house matters are going to make us to want to create a new reality. It's also to deal with the family matters. So maybe some family issues will come to the surface to get resolved. It can also mean that your education, or maybe you're learning some new skill, or your projects that need to be birthing into fruition, into the material realm, maybe they can take fruition right now. Every step of the way, you'll have that nurturing, mothering quality to create every step of the way until it actually manifests. So the sun also in Cancer in the fourth sign, natural. This is natural. Remember, you can get a live astrology consultation from one of our astrologers at Ashravid or Pillai Center. They're fabulous astrologers that will share with you Vedic astrology, which is bringing in the energy of the moon. So the moon represents our mind, our desires, our emotions. And the moon also rules the sign of Cancer. So we're really going to be mothering ourselves, trying to find all the comforts in life every step of the way, every day, every moment. So as you are going maybe deeper into your meditations, you might share with your soul, hey, how can I nurture myself? How can I be compassionate for myself? How can I forgive myself? How can I let go of anything that is no longer serving me? Even if I felt like, well, that's what was dished up to me in life, you may be experiencing some letting go, and please do let it go. So it can be a wishy-washy time too, for those people who feel like they're confused, and who doesn't these days, right? With the way the world is. So we can be praying on a higher level as well for Mother Earth to, stop hiccuping, and all the forest fires and all the earthquakes and the tsunamis and the wars that are going on, to just calm down a little bit, to bring us to that state of equilibrium or homeostasis, taking care. So when we care, we are paying attention. And if we don't pay attention, or we don't care, then we won't manifest. So it might be an idea for you to, think about writing out what it is that you want in your life. Maybe your goals have shifted, have changed, and you want to work on these kinds of things that we've been thinking about now as I'm sharing. The sun moving through the fourth sign, the natural sign of Cancer, fourth house matters, and then also the mother. So it can be relating to family issues as well, because without our mothers, we wouldn't have the family. So you can be connecting, and maybe you're going to be nurturing your family members or extended family members, relatives, or maybe even if you're not close to your biological family, and you can be creating family or creating community or participating in some way to uplift others who could be part of your spiritual family. It's also a time to take care of people, say, for example, who through Tripura Foundation, there are so many ways in which you can care for others who aren't able to be mothered or nurtured or comforted. So it may be a time that you can say, hey, I want to go and participate in something that I care about, which is uplifting humanity, uplifting people who are in dire straits, who are in situations far worse than we could ever imagine. So doing that will make the divine, the goddess, that's the CEO of our mother. So it's the ultimate mother. So the goddess energy is really strong too during this month, Aadi month, from mid-July to mid-August, according to the Vedic calendar, as the sun is moving through these signs, mid-month to mid-month. So Aadi, goddess time, is a period where you can really do a full stop. You can go inside and you can check for the goddess or the Kundalini energy, will, power, health, well-being, grace, luck, fortune. That's what is represented by the mother. So the mother will protect. So this month is a really powerful month. Every Friday, they call it Aadi Fridays. You can participate in connecting with very protector type goddesses. So a lot of energy. You'll feel the fire inside of you getting fired up, get to cook up some creation inside of yourself and in your life. So you'll have that energy. You'll have that desire. So a lot of us think, but then that desire isn't there. Our heart, we've moved from our head into our heart, and all of a sudden we're like stoked. Let's do it. And then we feel like we are nurtured by the highest intelligence. So we can connect with Aadi goddesses as well. So check out Pillai Center, check out Ashurved, and just see what Dr. Pillai is sharing about how to participate in those remedies that are being done for the whole world. And you can participate by sponsoring. So giving is a big thing. So getting back to this special time that's coming up. We just came off the full moon of the Guru, which was last week, OMG. So I hope you were able to enjoy the blessings of Guru Purnima. Even if you couldn't participate in the paid services, definitely you can go to Pillai Center Practice and check out the free community chanting calls, the preparatory Guru's Grace calls, where you can commune with that energy that had built over about 14 nights in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, that time zone, or 14 days, whatever it is for you. That energy is now captured. It is there, and you can dip into it, or you can tap into it. You can immerse yourself into it, and then get the blessings from the Guru as well. And then there is the Guru's Guru Purnima, which was an event through Mystery School. So that's month 1 of Mystery School. You can still participate in that. And then if you want to participate in Mystery School full year, full on, then send an email to office@pillaycenter.com and let everyone know there, hey, I am interested. So go check it out on Pillai Center Academy. Radha is here, and she will post these links that I'm sharing about with you here on the chat, or they may be posted below in the video. So let's just see where you can pop it in, or you can just go into Pillai Center or Pillai Center Academy and check out Guru's Grace or Guru Purnima. Pillai Center Practice YouTube is where you'll find the free recorded practice that Dr. Pillai had shared, Get Guru's Grace into you. So we can think all we want, but if we don't have the will, the divine will, to be the shiny beings who can help us to manifest, be aligned with these shiny beings, and also be that we're already, somebody asked me, are you enlightened? And I said, every moment, we all are. So we're all being illuminated by the sun. We're revolving around the sun. And then we are getting deeper connected to the sun's energy or the qualities of the sun. And then that is illuminating our soul. So we're going into that metaphysical. So it's around the physical being, but it's going deeper into our spiritual selves, and we can express that in an enlightened manner. So we can have all kinds of ahas. And it's like, oh my God. You can have that at a physical level, emotional, releasing. You can have joy. You can feel giddy. You can feel happy for no reason. And that's the mothering and nurturing that maybe we're missing. So by our thinking self, we're stuck in our head. And so we want to fall, as we do in love. We fall from our head to our heart. We fell for that person, right? So you want to experience this while the sun is transiting this fourth sign of the zodiac, Cancer, the natural fourth sign, our house. And the house that matter, or the house matters that are represented are nurturing yourself, mothering others, healing your relationship with your mother, whether she's here on the earth plane or on other planes. She's passed away, and her soul is still evolving. And soul genetics were not only related to our ancestors. So if your mother has passed, like my mother has over the years, I can feel totally connected in a whole new and profound way. And I know she's free of all that suffering through soul genetics, that we share those thoughts, those emotions, even when the physical person is gone. And then spiritually, we may have dreams. We may go on the dream plane with the mother or the mother figure that we had leading our way in life, perhaps not a biological parent, but it may be someone who took care of us somewhere along the way, or we really mothered others. And then we are receiving all those blessings. So soul genetics during the month of Aadi, the new moon. So we went from the full moon last week, and next week we're going to go into the new moon. So that new moon is one of 3 very powerful new moons throughout the year where you can get a lot of karma released from your body, your mind, your soul, your genes, meaning in the DNA. It's going to rip out poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, wartime consciousness. Even if you're not in a war zone, or even if you're not in a place where people are suffering from natural calamities, God bless everyone. So even if you don't have that, or if you are experiencing those kinds of situations in your life, then you can call on your ancestors who are part of your soul's journey. So your ancestors are those who have passed away. They're dead. They're no more. They can be your father, your mother, if they have passed away, or grandparents or great-grandparents. It can be unlimited. So that can be overwhelming for many of us. So you, as Dr. Pillai shares, you can think of about 6 or 7 generations of ancestors on your mother's side, the maternal side of the family, or your father's side, the paternal side of the family. So it can be aunts, uncles, cousins. It could be your own children who passed before you, or it could be anyone in your lineage. Now, those people who have been adopted, or you had some circumstance where you don't know your biological parents or any of your relatives, that's okay, because your soul wanted to experience something other than just the biological connection. However, you're still connected because that's how you came in to this earth plane. So we want to honor, this is Aadi Amavasya. Amavasya means new moon. So when you look up at the sky on a full moon, you can see the big ball, that big white ball. Sometimes it's red or another color, depending on where it is in the world and what is reflecting. So they have blood moons and blue moons and all kinds of different moons. The full moon that just went by was the moon of the Guru, very bright, because it wants to enlighten us. So we are on a journey. Our soul is being enlightened, and it's covered up by this physical body, also the mental constructs, our karmic stuck mind, our emotions that are very deep-seated thoughts and energy, like charged. We don't even know what we're feeling or what we're thinking, and stuff is coming up. Whereas, what is going on with me? So that can feel like you're popping that energy out of you, and it is being released, and you can be grateful. So the full moon, we know what that looks like in the sky, but the new moon, which happens 14 days later, as the moon is going from the fullest it can be from the waxing cycle, it's now waning. It's getting less and less and less and less. So on the new moon, you can't see it, or it's a very thin slice. So that means that there's a thin veil between you and the spiritual realm. So it's a great time of the year. Remember, it's one of 3 very important new moons, Amavasya, which means that you can connect to your ancestors and get curses removed. So many people get on the spiritual path, and they say to me and to other teachers or people who are guiding them, even to Dr. Pillai, why is it that I'm doing all these mantras, I'm meditating, I'm a good person, I'm charitable, I am a good citizen, I'm doing whatever I can, and yet I feel like I have a black cloud following me, or I feel like there's this energy that always, just when I'm moving towards success, I go backwards. It's almost like I get pulled back and I fall, or I trip, or I get lost, or I lose money, a relationship, something bad happens. So it can be that the ancestors are holding you back because they are in a realm where they're suffering. So we need to do something. So the soul's genes are connected to our genes, our DNA, and it is creating this response inside of us that says, whoa, there's something that is disturbing the peace, or there's some eerie thing going on. And some people even see the spirits, these dark figures, and they're hanging upside down. Dr. Pillai shares that the ancestors can be in hellish realms and they're hanging upside down, or they've, you can come up with these kinds of thoughts where you're like, why do I feel like I want to kill myself? So people in your lineage, or the souls that have passed due to suicide, or the souls who have passed because they were in the military, the armed forces, the Navy, whatever, in previous generations, they were killed off in battle, so they didn't get to live the full life. So can be energy coming from those relatives, those ancestors who were perhaps taken out of their lives by an accident, some bizarre accident. So a car accident, or maybe they were hiking and fell off a cliff, or they drowned. So there's all kinds of things that can be coming up to the surface in your mind and in your being, or you can just feel this sense of eeriness around the new moon coming up, or even up from this point on. Now that you're aware of it, just take note every day. And what we're going to do is we're going to share about what you can do to honor the ancestors. So there are ways in which you can participate. Again, you can jump into those paid services that are offered through Pillai Center or Ashraved for the whole world, all the ancestors, especially now when the wars are going on and those souls are hanging in the sky. around the whole earth plane, and they're connected to us. We're all one. Ultimately, we're all one. So it can be that our ancestors are being disturbed by the wars that are going on, and then they're pinging us in our hearts. So we might feel a really strong sense of, I need to do something. So what we can do, as Dr. Pillai shared, and many of the teachers have shared over the years, including here on Powertime Practice, that Tarpanam is what we can offer to the ancestors. And every culture, every tradition has some way in which, or some form of Tarpanam, which consists of, in this case, it is white rice powder, white rice grains. If you have multigrain, don't worry about it, or brown rice, that's fine. And then you can get some black sesame seeds, or the beige ones if you can't find the black ones for now. But the black sesame seeds are the most important. And I'm just going to look here, down here, just for one moment. Let me see if I have the different items. Yes, I do. Good stuff. So these are black sesame seeds. So you can see here, there we go. So black sesame seeds are that which the ancestors need, like we need money, or we need clothing, or we need shelter. They need the black sesame seeds. So the black sesame seeds are that which will help to get rid of the suffering, the pain, the ancestors that are stuck in hellish realms, or they're just stuck in limbo, like a purgatory. So every culture, every tradition has a form of honoring the ancestors. There's All Souls Days throughout the different cultures, the different traditions, different religions. And so that's what's important, is to make sure that on every full or every new moon, especially on other days as well, depending on what your tradition is. But with Dr. Pillai's tradition, and that which we are drawn to, is that on every new moons, which is once a month, just like a full moon is once a month, so there's only like 12 or 13 in a year, we can connect with our ancestors. But during the 3 moons, new moons that throughout the year that are really, really strongly connected to the ancestors, like having the best Wi-Fi connection, divine Wi-Fi connection into the realm of the ancestors, we can offer the Tarpanam, which is the black sesame seeds, the white rice grains. It doesn't have to be cooked. It can be just like this here. There's white rice grains, so it can be just the dry grains. And then or it could be white rice powder that we have here. And then you mix it up into a little mixture, about that much. And you can see there's a coin in there as well. And you just put it in your right hand, and then you offer it between sunrise and sunset on that new moon. So after the sun rises and before the sun sets. And sometimes I was watching Vijaya Lakshmi. She's a celebrity astrologer, Vedic astrologer. She's amazing. I've been coached by her for many, many years. And she's bang on all the time about what to do to honor the ancestors. And every year she gives out new pieces of information, because every moment is new. Every year there's something new going on in the celestial realms, in the cosmic realms. And then it's bringing in a new intelligence or a new way of honoring the ancestors. So what she said was in her video, and you can check that out on Ashraved YouTube, or on Ashraved, where there's a small video clip about Aadi Amavasya and what's so special about it, how to prepare. So if you really want to get into it, you can watch that video. But she just said, it's really, really important that you honor your ancestors, because really no one is honoring them. So even though they've passed away, their soul is connected to your soul. And if you want to nurture yourself, especially you're feeling like, I want to create something, or I want to heal something. So I want to heal my finances, my relationship, my intelligence. I want to get away from negative thoughts, getting away from that negative self-talk or low self-esteem, or the ability or the inability to be compassionate for yourself. How can you be compassionate to others if you can't fully be forgiving and compassionate and empathetic and nurturing to yourself, really? So that is something that you want to explore. Maybe it's going to just be happening. You're not going to be thinking about it, and something is going to be bubbling up inside of you. So make sure that you honor your ancestors, participate in Aadi Amavasya, do the Tarpanam, where you can watch so many different videos that I've done over the years, or Dr. Pillai, or any of the Pillai Center teachers have done on Powertime practice or Pillai Center practice YouTube. So that's free. So go check it out, figure out how to do it, and then just go and do it. So between sunrise and sunset, you can do it anytime, or you can do it all the way throughout, and pray deeply for about an hour. Vijaya Lakshmi says you can just go for an hour, and fun, and it can be anywhere, anytime, and just pray for your ancestors, pray for their souls to be forgiven, and you will feel forgiveness inside of you. You will feel joy. You will feel happiness that hasn't been there because you haven't honored that part of you. So your ancestors, even though we don't know, maybe we don't know any of them, you will feel them inside of you because they're, as Dr. Pillai says, they're pumping thoughts into you. So take the soul genetics course if you want to really commune with the ancestors. So there's a soul genetics course through Pillai Center Academy. Dr. Pillai will initiate you into special mantras and practices where you will know, oh my God, I am honoring my ancestors. Finally, I understand that I need to honor them first. Even Dr. Pillai says, if you don't honor your ancestors first, you will not get the blessings of all your spiritual practices. So there's a big secret. Aha. What? Yes. So it doesn't mean that all your prayers and all your mantras and all your meditations haven't been benefiting. Now, become really alert, become really aware, especially during this Aadi Amavasya coming up on the new moon. Then you will you want to make sure that you are saying to yourself, okay, this is the time where I'm going to reap all the benefits. So it's not only letting go of or helping your ancestors to evolve or get out of hellish realms or stuck purgatory-like realms. It's about you saying, you know what, I forgot. God bless me. And God bless you, whatever God you believe in, or whatever faith or tradition you're from, it doesn't matter. Because God or Goddess or nature or spirit is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. It's Om. It means that it is all-knowing. It knows exactly what to do. It is present everywhere, on all realms, so it's omnipresent. Omniscient means to know everything and have that knowledge right away. And then it's omnipotent. It's all powerful. So it's all empowering. So your prayer can be empowered by you doing the Tarpanam or participating in getting initiated into soul genetics, which is honoring the ancestors. So then you can know, oh my goodness, how important it is that they get honored. And then when you do your spiritual practices, and then we'll just take it to a new level. So that's the spiritual science, the tools, the technology, the power time that's coming up as the sun is transiting, or as the sun, your soul, we're solar beings, and we're revolving around the sun. So we're getting this intelligence, this enlightenment on a moment by moment basis, not a minute. It's in a blink of an eye. We're enlightened. So it's an ongoing forever and ever. It doesn't end when your body, when this physical body goes. It continues. So this enlightenment process is something that you can continue on, and you can get connected into spiritual realms. And this is a doorway or a power time or an energy, if you will, that you can tap into. You can walk through this door of time and be empowered, be enlightened, be joyous, love. You can be blessed. So not only releasing anything that is no longer serving you, you feel the blessings. So when you do your tarpanam, you can do it every day. In fact, if you can't do it every day and you want to participate in something that will be done on your behalf, which I do and a lot of people do, is participate in the year-long tarpanam services that are done every single day in these power spots in India where your ancestors' souls are taken care of. So you don't have to do anything. And then all of a sudden you feel like everything is going smoothly. So really, really, really important, honoring the ancestors. And then I love it because it's like a monthly payment. And so it just gets done automatically for me. And it's like a bag of groceries. You just got to go buy your groceries every week. And then, once a month you put aside that money for the groceries. You put aside the money to give the food for the ancestor's soul. And then you will receive tremendous blessings. As Dr. Pillai shared, you don't know how the ancestors work. They can do miracles for you. And they do it in very strange ways. It's like when you're working with someone, or you're going to school, or you just go in your community or neighborhood, or you belong to different clubs or whatever it is that you're up to. And someone reminds you of your mother, of your father, of your brother, or your sister, or somebody, or your grandparents, somebody in your life that is not biologically related to you. They are like somebody that you are biologically connected to or genetically connected to. So the ancestors are showing up, and they can show up in an instant. And some people win a lottery, and that can be literally, or it can be miracles are happening just as our soul has journeyed, and we have had lifetimes of war times and things like that. And we said, oh my God, I need a break from that in this lifetime, maybe some people. Then they were born into that gene pool. So very important to understand that your genes are not just your physical, mental, emotional makeup. It's also the expression of your soul getting more and more light, more intelligence to do what? To do the thing that is going to help you to create the miracles in your life. So I've said enough about this month, this celestial time ahead, where we can align with the cosmos and we can experience as it is above, so it is here on the earth plane and inside of us and deep, deep within. So we're going to have a lot of emotional, perhaps upheaval. So it could show up like challenges with money or relationships or your job or your career or your projects. Can be family related, your kids or whatever your family is to you. It can, and not just biological family. It can be your community or whoever you consider your family. So those kinds of things will come up, but then the blessings are there too. So be charitable, be kind, be compassionate, be not just giving to like in donation or participating in something that is going to help uplift those who cannot help themselves, as in Tripura Foundation. It can be that you give your free time, you free up some time and you reach out. Some people say, well, I don't have a relationship with my mother, or I don't feel like a motherly type of person. If you're creating, if you're thinking, if you're taking care of yourself or an animal, even Aadi Amavasya is a time for those animal lovers. I am an animal lover. I've had pets all my life and have puppies too now. And they are these divine beings who come in. And then when they have come in to help us be our best friends forever, but then their physical form goes away and we haven't done anything to honor their souls, this is a time. So Aadi Amavasya is also a time where if you participate in Tarpanam offering, you can also get the blessings from those pets or those animals that have gone before and you didn't know what to do, then you can get blessings. And also when we our pets have passed away and we were immature, we didn't know really the harm that they went through, and so they took on a lot of karma from us and we didn't really think of it that way, or we didn't honor them deeply, and now we can. So this is something that can honor all living beings, Tarpanam. So participating in Tarpanam, participating in Aadi Amavasya, one of 3 very powerful new moons in the year where it's the floodgates of the ancestors are wide open and they're all going to come into the earth plane and they're going to flood, and you're going to have this flood of emotions or things that are happening. You're going to be feeling like, what am I thinking like this? So your thoughts are not just coming from the brain activity or those thoughts that are, we think 35 to 50 thoughts a minute. It's been measured scientifically. So that, how many does that leave in a minute for us to be at peace and to be blessing ourselves and blessing others, nurturing ourselves, nurturing others? This kind of theme will be there as the sun is transiting through the sign of Cancer, the 4th sign of the zodiac. So, said enough about that. Let's get into a meditation and experience what our soul, as the sun is transiting, actually today, as the sun is transiting into the sign of Cancer, let's feel or experience or see or envision. Maybe we might have visions. Maybe a thought might come to us that is, hey, pay attention to this. It's an important thought for you. And it comes up and it's energized and it's in your face and it's above all those 35 to 50 thoughts. So as Dr. Pillai shares, thoughts are like your guests. They check in and check out. So allow them to keep checking in and check out, like a hotel. You check them in, check them out. You don't get too attached to them. So, but there might be a thought that is a creative idea, or you want to create something, or you just want to pay attention to your finances, your relationships, your family, maybe you want to get a car or a home. So those kinds of things that will nurture and protect you, or you want to be charitable and help others, then you'll find a way to do that. And you'll just go and do it and you will feel tremendous grace and blessings. So I was just, it's very hot here in Toronto, Canada. It's summertime. And yesterday was the garbage day. And so the guys were coming around and they were just sweating. It was high noon or maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And they were just working really, really hard. And I saw them coming around the corner and I had this thought, and it was just like it moved me. I was racing to the fridge to get the ice cold bottles of water from the freezer. I had some cold coconut water in the cans and a couple of really beautiful oranges, and just threw it in a bag and ran out. And they finished picking up for me, my garbage, and then they were going, and I was like running down the street, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much!" And I was crying inside. I was so moved by something beyond my mind that it was making me to go do this thing, and I got tremendous blessings. So that simple thing, you can feel the shift in your consciousness. We don't want to just pray and do mantra chanting like a robot or mechanically and hope it all works out. We want to experience the divine moving us and The Holy Spirit is moving us to do that next thing we need to do. So it can be very mundane like, but it is the thing that the divine wants us to do. So we're in this world, but we're not of it. We're not attached to it. So all those thoughts and all those things that we're doing, it doesn't really matter. It's really the spirit that's moving through us, that's saying, be the best, be enlightened human being that you can be in this moment. Not for anyone else, not even for yourself. It's just that, let me do it. Let me help another human being to have comfort and joy and happiness. So if we cultivate that quality and we're grateful, so being grateful, even if our ancestors, those who have gone and passed, was tumultuous, it was terrible, it was stressful, it was abusive, it was whatever it was, how would we be here without them? So be grateful that you know the worst, that they carried that bad, terrible karma. They had carried a lot of it so that we could come and be aware of it, alert, and know what to do. And then to help them, to help us, the blessings go on and on and on. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to be moving away from this camera, and I'm going to be lining it up with the altar here. And we're going to be doing something with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings to honor the joy, the happiness, the blood, sweat, and tears, all the terrible things, the good, the bad, and the ugly inside of ourselves, inside of our being, inside of our lives and in the world, so that it isn't overwhelming. It is us being aligned with the divine and then connecting to these celestial beings, these beings who are in non-physical form. They're beaming intelligence into us, healing energy, that sovereignty that the sun also is the king of the zodiac. So it represents that royalty consciousness, or that sovereign self. So our soul's consciousness is that highest expression of ourselves. So without further ado, let's do it. So you can be in a quiet place, and we're going to do a little bit of a meditation. We're going to be doing a little bit of an offering here. There's Dr. Pillai, and I may even click off the lights, get into an ambient state or a meditative state. Where the light is dimmed outside, but inside we start to feel the illumination, that spiritual transmission of God consciousness. So we can be thinking about what we want to ask the divine to help us out with. We can ask the divine to connect us to the sun. This is a yantra here. It's a square metal with the different planets. So the different planets are here on this yantra, which means machine. It's like an energy landing pad for the divine. So it gets energized when we pay attention to it. So the sun is a being, it's in the middle, and the rest of the planetary beings are around it. So we're going to honor the sun. Also, Saturn is under here. It's Saturday here in Toronto, Canada, and we're honoring those beings as well. This is a Sri Chakra, which represents the goddesses. So this is a three-dimensional form of a Sri Chakra. It's a crystal, and it is can radiate out energy, intelligence, goddess, protection, nurturing. We also have a Shivalingam here, and this will give us enlightenment, prosperity, and also honoring the soul's highest evolution. And we have Ganesha, the elephant-headed being. This is a form of Ganesha. He's a royalty Ganesha. He's lovely. So when the light comes back on, maybe you'll see him, or there he is. So that he removes the obstacles for all our prayers to be answered and for us to experience success. We also have Vishnu. He's the consort of the goddess Lakshmi, Shrimbrazi, the goddess of prosperity, beauty, peace, love, enlightenment as well. And Lord Vishnu will take your ancestors into heavenly realms. So he's the one who wants them to all go to heaven, meaning that to get out of those stuck places or hellish realms, places of suffering. So we can close your eyes and put your attention internally. And just shut off your phone or get rid of any distractions just for a little bit. We'll call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles so his energy can be felt in your base of your spine or your tailbone area, even down the legs and all the way down into the feet. So feel that energy going down. Maybe you can experience a reddish orangish light. Imagine that, see it, or if you don't see it, just imagine it. You know what reddish orangish light looks like. So you can experience it, and maybe it will reveal something to you. Moving down your legs and into your feet, even into the soles of your feet. Interesting that the souls of your feet are where you will get the blessings of Mother Earth, because you're standing, or your feet are connected to Mother Earth throughout the day, keeping you grounded. So think about that energy of Ganesha moving up through the legs. Once it goes down from the tailbone, down to the legs, into the feet, into Mother Earth, comes back up through the bottoms, the soles of your feet, and then moves up the calves and the shins, the knees. Oh my goodness, the knees, they need that energy. And then the thighs, the buttocks, the pelvic region, even into the belly. Dr. Pillai shares that it's kind of difficult sometimes to experience Ganesha. His energy is really strong today because it's the fourth moon, the fourth waning moon, and that's a moon to honor Ganesha. So the celestial events that are happening, the time is right now to get blessings to remove obstacles. So maybe that's why Ganesha wants us to pay attention now to his energy in your legs and moving up in this reddish orangish light. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Kaum Gam Ganapataye Varada Sarvajaname Vashamanaya Swaha. Om Gay 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 Krum 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 Vachista Ganapataye Haste Pasache Lakhe Swaha. Om Gam Om Gam Om Gam. Take a moment to commune with Ganesha, who may be shooting energy up your spine in your subtle body and maybe into your third eye in the middle of your brain. And then also again down the legs, removing all the obstacles in your life through this spiritual acknowledgement or invocation. We'll call on Dr. Pillai to remove any kind of negativity and to enlighten you, to enlighten the load in your mind. Get rid of the darkness, the ignorance, the suffering, the pain. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shreem Razi Swaha Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Pray to Guru inside of you, that which brings light, love, joy, peace, devotion, enlightenment, fortune, luck, grace into your being. We will call on the sun inside of the middle of our brain to enliven our third eye. So imagine a flame in your middle of your brain, activating your third eye. You don't need to know exactly where it is. Your intuitive self will take you there. So we'll call on the sun to illuminate your third eye, your soul, inside of your brain. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. That's the Gayatri, the song to the sun. And then the sun goddess, and we will call on the sun Surya. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We'll call on Lord Saturn, who is the sun, the S-O-N of the sun, the S-U-N. So Lord Saturn is the son of the sun. So Lord Saturn delivers the karma so that we will get on our spiritual path, and then he will get rid of that which is causing delays and suffering and so on. Those things that are related to Saturn. We'll offer him the sesame lamp and the black sesame seeds. Sesame oil lamp and the black sesame seeds. Inside, that's what's here. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. We'll pray to Lord Shiva with the sounds Namah Shivaya, but we're going to put those sounds inside of our subtle body that corresponds with physical body parts. So starting at the base of the spine, connect with the earth element and the sound Na. 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 Na, na, na. Move up into the navel chakra, the belly. Fill it with water. Connect with the water element, cleansing the navel center, which is your center of creation. Has tremendous power and energy. Ma, 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 ma. Move up into your heart center, middle of the chest. Also down the arms and hands, even into the fingers, and set them on fire. She, 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 she. Move up into the throat. Clear the throat. The karma gets stuck in the throat. So as the energy is coming up, we want to blow it away like the wind or air. Air element is in the throat. Va, 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 va. Move up into the brain, the two eyes, the middle of the brain. Connect with the ether, the akash or space. Ya, 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 ya. Float back down to the base of the spine. Na, navel. Ma, heart. She, throat, mouth, nostrils. Va, brain and eyes. Ya. Feel the chakras and the elements come alive. Base of the spine. Na, navel. Ma, heart. Si, throat, mouth. Va, brain and eyes. Ya, Namah Shivaya, 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 Namah Shivaya. Feel the chakras coming alive. Now we'll pray to Lord Vishnu to take care of our ancestors, bring them into heavenly realms and bless us. Imagine a beautiful blue being in your heart, in your subtle body, fulfilling your heart's desires, which is to honor your ancestors, during this power time coming up, and every day after that, so that you can experience prosperity and enlightenment, grace and ease. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 Pray for protection, pray for peace, pray for all your manifestations to take shape and be sustained, so that you can experience success, health, wealth, and joy. We'll connect with the goddess. We're going to use the sound Kleem, K-L-E-E-M, to help us to attract that which we desire. So beyond the thought, it has to be energized with desire. We need it to be pure desire, not polluted with any negativity, including our negative emotions, our low self-esteem, etc. Can't do it, don't deserve it. So the goddess with the sound Kleem will bring us to that sovereign state inside of our being and take care, nurture ourselves and others, and manifest. Om Kleem. Feel the goddess in all your chakras, especially in your heart and in your third eye. Om Kleem. 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 Pray to the goddess, pray to the mother, pray for healing, for connecting with your family, for manifesting all the comforts, a car, or home, or job, whatever it is that's going to nurture yourself, health, wealth, joy, happiness, mental health, physical health. That's very, very important for us to experience that, so our soul can shine through this healthy being. Now, slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. You can keep your eyes closed and then just open them gently. And maybe you can be gazing at the image here, the images, the altar. And we will offer 5 different items that represent the 5 elements.
so that we can cleanse our body, mind, and soul, because we're made of these 5 elements. And then we're also connected to anyone or any being on other realms, including our ancestor realms, including the realms of the divine beings. On subtler levels, these elements are going to unlock the secrets. So they're like the passwords to get into that consciousness, to get blessed by the ancestors, the goddesses, the gods, guru. So we'll offer the food that represents the earth element. I'm going to use the Mula mantra because that encompasses everything. Guru is God. So for simplicity and time sensitivity today, and you can do it too, you just offer it to Guru, and then all the gods will come and bless you. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. We'll go to the water element, represented by offering water. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. Now we'll go to the fire element. We're going to offer a ghee lamp. You can also offer a candle if you have it. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. Then we will go and honor the air element, offering the incense. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. And finally, we'll connect with the ether or the Akash or space element. We'll offer flowers. Flowers are like divine text messages. They go zing right up with our prayers. So we don't have to wonder if our prayers are answered when you use flowers. Just like when you give flowers or you receive flowers, you don't have to say words, you're moved with emotions. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shrim Brzi Swaha. Connect with these images. There's a tremendous amount of energy beyond your thinking mind. It's coming to you whether you feel it or not. It's there. Through Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings, make your prayers Imagine a white, bright, vast light coming from the heavens, pouring down into the earth plane, all around the world. This divine, vast, compassionate, merciful, forgiving light, empowering light of omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence, God, coming into the top of your head. Feel it pouring through your brain, down your face, lighting up your eyes, your ears, your nostrils, your mouth. Soak it up. Soak it into these orifices, these holes in your body that collect karma and get stuck in your thinking and your experiencing through your sensory organs, through your skin, the pores of your skin, this energy, this light, this love, this super intelligence, this grace light, this arul, pouring through your body, through all the organs, saturating them with divinity, healing energy, releasing anything that is no longer serving or blocking your progress to be healthy, happy, evolving being that you are, that shiny being. Allow it to be expressed. With this energization pouring down the arms and hands and legs and into the feet, you're a column of light now. Arut Param Jyoti, Arut Param Jyoti, Tani Param Karane, Arut Param Jyoti, Arut Param Jyoti, Arut Param Jyoti, Tani Param Karane, Arut Param Jyoti, Arut Param Jyoti, Arut Param Jyoti, Tani Param Karane, Arut Param Jyoti. Can reach out and take the light with your arm or with your hands and bring it into your body or into the space. And then make a prayer to the divine beings that are blessing you with peace, prosperity, enlightenment, and the knowledge, the awareness to honor the ancestors first and foremost, every day, however you can, and honor the divine beings and receive everybody's blessings, everybody's grace. And bless everyone and grace, pour the grace through your practices, allow that to emanate through you. Your doctor applies grace and blessings. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope this has been helpful for you to experience what's coming up in the next 30 days as the sun transits through the sign of Cancer, the natural fourth house or fourth sign of the zodiac. Again, you can find out where your sun is and all the rest of the planets by maybe having an astrology consultation through Ashraveda Pillai Center. One of the Pillai Center astrologers, Swami Nivali, is our Pillai Center teacher, master astrologer, and also Lalita Varahi does astrology consultations. She's also a Pillai Center teacher.
So you can check those two lovely ladies out, or Vijay Lakshmi, or any of the astrologers at Ashtravid, and they will help to guide you and also to give you insights about your ancestors and why it's important for you to honor them, because you could be struggling and suffering due to some sort of curse that has come through and been inherited through the lineage, and they've taken the burden or the brunt of it, and then you're experiencing it. So now you can do something to clean it up, to clear it out. So God bless you all, and thank you so much to Yajna and also to Radha for helping out with Powertime practice for all these years. I think we're going on year 10 or something like that. And of course, that's through Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings. It gives us something to do every time we come together and experience what we need to be aware of, as it is in the celestial realms, as it is above, so it is here inside of us and on the earth plane. And that's how we can help our own evolution spiritually and materially, as Dr. Pillai shares, live a 200% life. So it's not something that you wait for. It's something that you work on and you do and you experience, and you fall and you get back up, and that you're enlivened and you're enlightened. So you're when we tap into these energies of the sun as it moves through the zodiac for 30 days, the energies that we're going to experience are nurturing ourselves, nurturing others, being motherly towards ourselves, or comforting towards ourselves, and enjoying the comforts of life, or thinking about what it is in our life that would make us to be comfortable. So maybe it's getting a car or a house or a home or relationship, healing relationships, healing ourselves. So please do watch the recording or take a look at the videos, recordings of Guru's Grace to get his blessings, as it was Dr. Pillai's blessings as Guru Purnima, that big full moon at this time of the year, which was last week. And then upcoming, honor the ancestors, the new moon. And so therefore, when you're in the right place at the right time, you're thinking and you're saying and you're doing the right thing, here it is going to be aligned with the divine, and miracles can be not just a random happening. They can be your consciousness all the time. So God bless you all. We will see you when we see you next. Please get subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and tell your friends about this, and then see how they can experience the grace, the blessings of a Satguru. Dr. Pillai is a Satguru, the Guru of truth, will reveal the truth. And you don't know what it is and you can't explain it, so let them come and then experience it for themselves. The spiritual transmission, the intelligence, the grace, the blessings. So with that, I will say goodbye, good luck, and happy Aadi Amavasya, happy Aadi month with the goddesses, and happy sun transit into a sign that's going to nurture you and others. God bless. Namaste.